Hey, it's Wednesday again. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good week so far. This was a request, so I'm going to do it. Today we're going to make sweet potato fries, and I'm going to do it three different ways. One with an air fryer, one with just frying them on the stove in a small pan, and one in the oven. So those for people who don't have air fryers or don't like to fry things on the stove, I'll hit all the basics. Alright, so first we're going to be using fresh sweet potatoes. First thing I'm going to do is run my knife across my steel so it has an edge. Alright, we're ready. So we're going to start preparing our sweet potatoes. So right now I have everything heating up. So I have my oven at 425. I also have my air fryer at 450. And that's going to be going off here in a second. And I've got my pan of oil on the stove. So what we're going to do to start off with, we're going to take these sweet potatoes, we're going to prep them. So before I get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the ends off, we're going to peel them, and then we're going to cut them. And that's what's going to happen. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and take the ends off. And I got a vegetable peeler. Simple, easy. Alright, here we go. We're going to start prepping these. So what I like to do, take the sweet potato, cut it in half. And since I got two of them, then we'll take the knife, and we'll cut it down. So depending on how you like your fries, you can cut them like steak fries, which are thicker. I kind of like mine a little thinner, so that's what my thickness is gonna be.
Actually, it's a quarter inch. Say that instead.
So now,
Say that instead. It's a quarter inch.
they're going to be a quarter inch. So now I'm going to just cut it across. Cut them in fry shape. I got a bowl here. Okay, so we've cut all the fries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate them in three different bowls because we're going to cook them three different styles. So I'm going to throw some in here. This is going to be for our fryer on the stove. This will be for... So first things first, what I'm going to do is I am going to coat them and drizzle a little avocado oil on them. Except for the ones that are going in the fryer. Let's coat these bad boys. You know what that means. Okay, I also like to season my fries before I... So a little salt and pepper. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the air fryer first. So I'll be right back. All right, so I got my air fryer basket. And remember, these are all preheated, so they're all hot. So we'll start with the air fryer. And what I like to do is we got those ready to go, single layer. And I'm going to blanch these in my air fryer. So I have it all heated up. It's all hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the temperature down to 190, and I'm going to cook them for 20 minutes at 190. So what happens to this is the inside cooks, and it cooks from the inside out. So we'll cook it that way, low and slow, and then once they're done, we'll crank up the air fryer to 450 for 10 minutes, and they'll be perfect. All right, now we're going to start off with the oven. So we got our fries in the air fryer. So I have my oven at 425. It's preheated. So what I did is I also added a little arrowroot to this for the oven. So it's going to become crispy. So what I did is I preheated the oven with the sheet tray in it, so it's already hot. So we're going to throw these on there. We're going to throw them in the oven. As you can hear, they're already sizzling. So we're going to throw these in the oven for about 20 minutes. And at 10 minutes, we're going to flip them. So we'll set the timer for 10. And then after that, we'll turn them over, and then we'll finish them for another 10. All right, so I have my pot here with my avocado oil that's nice and hot. So we're just going to take these. We're going to throw them in there. Let those bad boys fry up. We'll only do a little at a time. And then once I'm done, I'll let Amber try each different one the way that I cooked them, and she'll tell me which one she likes the best. So with these two, what I would recommend as well is blanch them. I don't have an oil thermometer, but it would be the same concept. Get your oil to 190, let them fry for 20 minutes, pull them out, cool them down, and then refry them at a higher temperature. What happens when you cook them this way. Because when you cook fries like this without blanching them, what happens is the outside crisp up and the outside cooks, but the inside won't cook. So you ever at home cooking dinner, making fries, and you fry them, and they're great, they're nice and brown, but you bite into them and they're still a little soggy. That's why. Long story, little story. Remember when I was young, it's kind of a sad story, but funny story now that I look at it. We were making onion rings, and we were frying onion rings, and I really didn't know what I was doing. And I had my hand close to the oil, and I threw the onion ring, and it splattered, and it burned me, and I started to cry. That was a long time ago. I'm sure my parents remember that one.
How old were you?
5, 6. And with these, once you're out of the fryer, you're going to want to season them. I got a little salt. I like a little pepper. And Are you on? Oh yeah. And if you have a fryer at home, you can do it this way as well. I have a fryer downstairs. I don't want to lug it out. Remember, I'm using avocado oil for all this. Let me know in the comments why I'm using avocado oil instead of olive oil. Let me know in the comments.
So it looks like you're leaving them in the oil to blanch them for about 2 minutes, but earlier you said 20 minutes.
So, yeah, so I'm not blanching these. So what I mean by blanching is you're going to cook them in a lower temperature. Right now, this is a higher temperature. So when you're blanching, the oil is going to be 190 degrees. This oil right now is not 190 degrees. So that's why I said when you're blanching them, it's 20 minutes. This is maybe 5-6 minutes. Alright, so we're at the halfway point of the stuff in the oven. So we're going to flip them over. So yes, I did coat these in avocado oil before I put them in the oven. So your oil's your heat conductor. So that's what makes them crisp up. So then we'll throw these back in for another. I'm going to do 11 minutes because this is an oven who likes to add a little time to it. And then we have 6 minutes still left on.
Sorry, extreme close up.
We still have 6 minutes left on the air fryer. So, all right. So now the air fryer is done. Well, let's take a look at them. So basically, we blanched these. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish them up. So we're going to turn up the temperature. We're going to go 450, and for the time, we're going to go 10 minutes. All right, well, we're going to check them. What you're looking for, nice and golden brown like that. Let them sit there for a couple seconds. Those look good. I hope everybody at home is counting down. Alrighty, so that's the air fryer. Alright, so here's the finished product. So 3 different ways, sweet potato fries. We got the one here at 12 o'clock. That's going to be the one from the air fryer. This is from the oven, and this is for me frying them. So Amber, I want you to try them and tell me which one you like the best.
Okay.
Start off with the one from the oven.
Okay. It's got good flavor. And then this is the...
One that I fried.
That one has more flavor. I think it's the air fryer, hands down.
There you go.
In fact, yummy.
Thank you once again for joining me on my live Wednesdays. Again, this one is a request. Anybody out there have any requests out there, let me know. Throw them in the chat. Yeah, thank you once again. We'll see you next week. Oh yeah, and don't forget to join my community at freedomkitchen.com. There you'll get all my recipes and everything that you can look up and everything you need. Thank you once again.